So to start off, we're going to be priming our face, and I'm going to be using the Mono-Step Shaping Relief Powder Gel. I heard about this from other makeup gurus who were raving about it, and so far I've been loving it. Okay, so next up we're going to be putting on foundation, and I'm going to be using my favorite foundation, L'Oreal True Match, in the color In7, which is Classic Tan. I love this version and the Lumi version of the True Match. They're just amazing. Okay, so after applying the foundation with my finger, I'm going to go in with this beauty blender that I bought from Charlotte Russe, and I'm just going to tap in my foundation. Usually I do put my foundation on my whole face and then I go with my beauty blender, but for the purpose of this video, I wanted to go section by section. For my eyebrows, I will be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Pomade in the color Ebony, and I will be applying it with an e.l.f. small angled brush. What I do now is I take the product and I just fill in my eyebrow at the same time trying to outline it, and I do a back and forth motion with it. And because I'm going for a faded effect, when I get closer to the center, I make a line to get rid of the excess product, and then I do an up and down motion instead of doing a back and forth. I didn't have an eye primer, but concealer works just as well, so I used Fit Me Concealer in the number 30, which is called Cafe, and I am just applying this all over my eyes, and I'm going to blend it in with my finger. The eyeshadow I'll be using is called Camel, and it is an Ulta eyeshadow. I don't have any good eyeshadow brushes at the moment right now, so I will be using my finger to apply this. And yes, I do realize after watching the video that I used my middle finger to apply it, and I'm very sorry about that. It was unintentional. And I'm just packing on more and more because I feel like this color is a buildable one. I will be taking my Avon palette, which is in the color Q201. It's called Sandy Coral Quad, and I will be taking what they label as the fourth color, which is this deep brown color right there, and I'll be blending that into my crease with my finger just to add some dimension to it. And the eyeliner I'm going to be using is liquid eyeliner from NYX in the color Black. And for this look, I will be doing a thick winged eyeliner. So what I like to do for my cat eye is I like to start off by doing a little bit of wing eyeliner like I'm not doing a cat eye, just so I can get a base. And instead of doing the traditional cat eye where you go upwards with it, I've learned that that never works out for me. So what I do is I kind of just go straight out, so that way it's a lot more even in my opinion, and I just make a cat eye like that. And then I just go in and I make it as thick as I would like it to be, and you'll see that I like it pretty thick. I had to speed over my mascara, otherwise that was like another 10 minutes added to this video because as you can tell, my mascara does take the longest part of my makeup routine because I do have about 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 mascaras at a time because I feel like each mascara does something different, and I like to coat them and use them over and over again because one does do, I feel like, lengthen, one does volume, one does separation, and I don't know. That's just what I feel. And I just wanted to show you the results of my eyelashes up close. For concealer, I will be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC45. And to apply it, I will be using the eyeshadow brush that came with the Urban Decay Naked palette. I didn't like this as an eyeshadow brush, so I decided to start using it as a way to apply my concealer. And then I'm going to go in with a different beauty blender that I bought from Charlotte Russe, and it's a lot smaller than the first one that I used for my foundation, and it has a tip to it so I can get into the corner of my eyes. And to highlight my face, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Match Perfection 2-in-1 Concealer and Highlighter in the color 430, which is medium. And it's a couple shades lighter than my actual concealer, and I'm going to be blending that out with the same beauty blender that I used for my concealer. So I'm going to be taking this Eco Tools Kabuki brush and the Revlon Nearly Naked Powder Foundation in the color 040 Medium Deep. And I like to apply this to my face for two reasons. One, to blend out my concealer with my face so it doesn't have that harsh line. And secondly, I like to mattify my face with it. For contour, I will be using the MAC Powder Blush in the color Blunt, and to apply it, I will be using the Luxie 504 Large Angle Brush, and I just make that cute little duck face, and then I just follow the hollow line of my cheeks. Then I like to go in with the Kabuki brush and just to blend that out so it's not just a harsh line on my face. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to contour my forehead as well, and I like to contour as much as I can because I have a really big face and contouring changed my life, and I just like to make my face look as small as possible. To highlight my nose, I'm going to be taking the Rimmel concealer that I used earlier to highlight underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to put one line down my nose. And sorry, I think I was turning up the volume to my music or whatever I was doing, but I'm going to be taking the beauty blender that I used earlier, the smaller one that I used for underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to pat that out all over my nose so my whole nose gets the concealer. To contour my nose, I'm going to be using a Shadow Crease Duet crown brush, and with the shadow part I will be taking the Blunt Powder Blush by MAC, and I outline my nose, but because my nose is wider, I have to go all the way out to my nostril, so in a sense it does look like I am shadowing half my nose. And with an e.l.f. blush brush, I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend out the side of my nose so it doesn't look like somebody punched me in the face. For a highlighter, I will be using the L'Oreal Tantalizer, and to apply it, because I don't own a fan brush at the moment, it's kind of hard for me to find one. I will be using the e.l.f. Professional Bronzing Brush. I will be using an NYX lip liner in the color Brown, along with an NYX Matte Lipstick in the color Mason, and this particular lipstick is the reason why I'm using this video, even though it was just supposed to be a practice video, which is why it's a little choppy because I was just talking a lot because I never thought I was actually going to use it, but it turns out I lost the lipstick and it is incredibly hard to find, and the only time I've actually found it was the very first time I bought it. And I know not everybody does this, but what I like to do when I apply my lip liner is I like to apply it to my whole lip like it's my lipstick so I can have a base, and then I apply the lipstick on top of that. Once you add your lipstick, the look is complete, and I love to do this look because it's fairly simple and it adds a pop of color. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe, and until next time, bye!